Class of 2023, we're so excited for you guys to be juniors. As you've often heard, this can be the most important year of your 4 years in high school. This is the year that colleges will be looking at in terms of making a decision on whether or not they accept you. Now that might sound intimidating, but it's also very exciting. Throughout your first couple years, our hope is that you have already completed your 1 year of physical education, your 1 year of fine art, and your 1 year of practical art. If you have done that, you have so many opportunities coming up for the next 2 years of high school. So as you start to plan your junior year course registration, start thinking about what areas of interest do you possess? What are the different pathways and opportunities that Legend High School has to offer you? Your best resource is going to be our academic course guide. If you go on the Legend website and click on Students and go to Academic Course Guide, you will see all the amazing opportunities that you have. Some of these might include advanced placement classes. Maybe you're ready to take those college level courses and take that test at the end of the year to see how you score. For some of you, we love our concurrent enrollment program. Concurrent enrollment classes is an opportunity for you to take classes here at Legend, and as long as you get a C or higher, you get guaranteed college credit to whatever college that you attend. It's a great opportunity for our students, so make sure you're exploring those. As you explore the course guide, you will also see there are some different certification programs. Make sure you are looking at our STEM certification if you're interested in science, technology, engineering, and math, or our graphic design certification. There are certain major courses that you must take and then one elective course in order to be a certified graphic designer from Arapahoe Community College by the time that you leave high school. With all that being said, junior year is really a time to make sure that you are getting involved. You already have your athletics, your activities that you are a part of, but also think about, what do you want to try? Did you want to apply for student government? Did you want to go into the choir? Did you want to try that guitar for the first time? We also have a growing and extremely successful TSA, Technology Student Association, FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, and DECA focuses on marketing programs that maybe now, as a junior, that's the time to get involved in these amazing and ever-growing programs.
All right, juniors, we have come to your junior year, like Mr. Symington says, and there are so many different possibilities. The bottom line is, juniors, you are able to take 5 classes, or 6 classes, or 7 classes, depending on where you're at in your graduation credit journey. So at the minimum, you have to take 5. Okay, that's assuming you've already gotten your 14 credits for the last 2 years, or will have gotten those. Okay, or you can take 6 or 7. We will not be doing schedule changes. Please, please, please keep this in mind when you look. There are so many options for juniors that you do want to really take the time to look intentionally. Look at pathways, look at classes, look at rigor, all that kind of stuff when you choose your classes. When you go to register, you're going to need to list alternates as well. As you know, when you get in some of those higher level classes, they become a little more selective, and sometimes schedules don't work out. So you need to choose some alternates that you are willing to take, not alternates that you just threw on there, but alternates that you're actually willing to take if selected to do so. One more thing, you get to choose your off periods. So I know those become a little more enticing sometimes to juniors. So you get to choose your off period, and next year we assume we are going to be on the modified block schedule again. So go back in your memory to last year and how things operated, and take a look at your off periods accordingly with that in mind. For your English classes, as you know, you need 4 years of English to graduate, so we just continue in our junior year. You can choose from a couple different classes. English 3 could be a pathway for you, AP Language could be a pathway for you, AP Seminar, or some of you might want to dive into the English 121 and 122 class. In terms of English electives, creative writing, composition and news, public speaking, and debate. Again, as you are moving into your junior year, things may become a little more clear for you, and you want to get different skills in different areas. So some of these classes might be things that you would look towards, especially public speaking and debate for future careers. In math, we continue on our pathways, again, talking to your teachers, having conversations about what this looks like. Perhaps you're going into Algebra 2, perhaps you're going into Algebra 2 Trig, or Algebra 2 Trig Honors, or Trig Pre-Calc, okay, or Honors Trig Pre-Calc. So there's a couple different options for you. Please consult with your math teacher and also begin to think about what you really need for a future in math and design a path that would get you what you need. Regarding science, things open up a little bit. So most of you have probably come from the biology, chemistry area. Perhaps you've come from earth science and biology. So maybe some of you will land in chemistry. The majority of you will choose whether you want to go into physics, human anatomy, or explore some of the semester electives that science has to offer. Again, be thinking about just possible things that you might want to explore now while they're relatively free, and decide, oh, I think I want to go into medicine. Take human anatomy. Okay, I don't want to go into medicine after taking that, or I do want to go into medicine after taking that. So give yourself permission to explore in a different way heading into your junior year. Obviously, there's the AP route as well, and a variety of AP classes within science that you can begin to dive deeper into that content. In social studies, again, a lot of you have come from the world history, world geography, U.S. history pathway. Some of you took AP government this year. Maybe some of you took AP human. Make sure you remember that government is a graduation requirement. Okay, so you want to take that this year if you have not yet. Other options include different AP classes and, again, different semester electives within social studies, psychology, sociology, economics, and other concurrent enrollment classes. Rounding out maybe your core experience, some of you may be continuing on in world language, Chinese, French, and Spanish into the next level. We obviously have classes that go up to either AP or even level 5 or 6 in some areas. So talk to your teachers and have good conversations about what your future in the world languages looks like.
As you know, there is a fine art graduation requirement. So you can take classes in fine art to satisfy your graduation requirement, or this might be an area that you just love and love these classes. So our first option is within band. Make sure you are signing up for marching band first semester, and then you would be in wind ensemble, jazz band, color guard, or percussion tech. In orchestra, you're part of the string orchestra or chamber orchestra. Choir, you can be part of treble choir, tenor bass choir, or you can try out for our select women's choir or select mixed choir. Theater, we have a couple different options. From the performance aspect, you can go theater 1 through 4, or into theater production ensemble for our more advanced theater students. You could also be behind the scenes with our tech theater. And then we also have guitar. You can do guitar 1 through 3. Continuing on with our fine arts credits, you can get into our visual arts program. Okay, within visual arts, you can take classes in jewelry, and dependent on whatever level you want to be, photography. We also have an ACC professional photography class to get college credit. You have ceramics, moving up to AP ceramics, or draw and paint, which also goes through the AP level. Next year, we are also starting to offer some honors level art classes, so be on the lookout for those. And then finally, you can also take graphic design, which will count as your fine art credit. Intro to graphic design, Photoshop and Illustrator, graphic design 3 or 4, and we also have an AP graphic design class. Next up is physical education. So there are some small changes that you need to be aware of. You will notice that power weights is no longer on our registration sheet. We now have strength and conditioning, and for that is our beginner lifters. You must take that at least for a year before you get into strength and conditioning too. You also notice our shape up and fitness class, team sports. We have our advanced team sports for kids who really love that team sports class, nutrition and wellness, athletic training 1 and athletic training 2, and Broadway dance can be used as a PE credit. All students need to make sure they have at least 1 year of PE for their graduation requirements. Next up is practical arts. So you will notice that there's several different pathways within practical arts. Decide if you are interested in the engineering pathway, the computer science pathway, the business and marketing, the digital design, or criminal justice. You also can mix and match and come in and out of those different pathways and really explore what interest you might have. In engineering, make sure you start with our Intro to Engineering class before you jump to Engineering 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for those students interested in architecture, we have several CAD classes for students in that architecture pathway. In computer science, start with Intro to Programming, and that will lead you into your Intro to Computer Science. We now have game design development, cybersecurity, and we have a capstone for students who want to major in this in college. In business and marketing, you can be part of our DECA and FBLA programs, which continues to grow and are winning several different awards. These classes include Marketing 1, Marketing 2, Personal Finances, Intro to Business, Social Media Business, Sports Marketing. You could run our school store as a school store manager, and our Intro to Entrepreneurship class, and the capstone class for seniors is called simply Entrepreneurship. And then our digital design program. One of the great benefits and offerings that we have at Legend High School is our graphic design certificate. Students who follow along in the graphic design certificate can graduate from high school certified as a graphic designer, and maybe that's a job you want to secure as you go through college and work as a graphic designer. Those classes include Intro to Graphic Design, Photoshop, Illustrator, video editing, 3D animation, and motion graphic design. And finally, within Practical Arts is our Criminal Justice program. Next year, we are offering Intro to Criminal Justice and Criminology, which both are college-level courses. So if you're interested in a psychology degree or want to get into criminal justice, this is a great pathway for you. Remember, many of these classes are tied to our DECA, FBLA, and TSA programs. As a student, if you haven't explored these are great opportunities that many kids, when they graduate Legend, say is some of the most valuable memories of their education that they have.
There are some special courses that you will see as juniors and seniors specifically. AVID, if you're already in AVID, we'll preload that for you. Student Government will preload that for you as well. EDGE, you'll continue with the EDGE classes for those. And you can also, if you're interested, begin to be a peer intern, do peer internship, partner PE. Those are all classes that would help the SSN students. And I know a lot of you are interested in serving in that population. So you're welcome to sign up for those as juniors and seniors. There's also a peer counseling class that focuses on the Sources of Strength curriculum. So dive into the course guide a little bit if you're interested in that course. So those are just some special courses along with any off periods that you'd like to sign up for. One more reminder on concurrent enrollment courses. These are a big sell these days as college just increases in cost. And all the courses that you take at Legend are paid for you by the district. All right, on average, classes that transfer 3 credits up to a university or out of state to a university, those classes would normally cost maybe anywhere from $500 to $1,000, and that is paid for. So as you're looking at the course guide, as you're going through any class that has a CE in front of it or an ACC in front of it, know that those are transferable college credits that are free to you as students at Legend. So take advantage of those. I know your parents will want you to take advantage of those as well. What opens up for juniors and seniors is something called Career Tech Ed. Okay, so you want to dive into this. You may have heard a little bit about it. You may have been waiting for it and are so excited that you finally get the option to do this. So juniors and seniors in the district can participate in really the Career Tech Ed program. We have some programs at Legend, but a lot of the programs are also at surrounding schools. Okay, so there's a link that you will be receiving. If you are interested in any of these programs, you need to go to that link and sign up for that. There are programs in agriculture, okay? There's programs in culinary, fashion design, cosmetology, cybersecurity, teacher cadet, okay? Aviation, drone technologies. So these are things that I know a lot of you have a lot of interest in, and this really just gives you a step up to start on maybe a career path, a certification path, an interest path while you're in high school. Okay, so again, these programs are only open to juniors and seniors. There is an application link that you have to apply to. That application link is due February 26th. Okay, there are no exceptions to that deadline. So as you are meeting or talking with people or perhaps meeting with your advisors, please mention this link, talk about these options, ask more questions because there's some really great opportunities just down the street or here in the building for you to go into the career tech ed area. The last piece that comes into play for specifically juniors and seniors is the Collaboration Campus. This campus opened a couple years ago in Castle Rock and has become a good partnership for our students at Legend. This year, the district is paying for students to take classes through ACC as seniors. We don't know what that's going to look like in the future. Usually it's open to juniors and seniors, but right now it's just seniors. So stay tuned or ask your advisor for latest updates on that. But the Collaboration Campus is a campus, an ACC campus where you would go and take college classes. So you could take college classes that are offered at your high school and paid for. You could also go down to that campus and take college classes there. Some of the areas that you may be interested in exploring at Collaboration Campus would be health sciences. Okay, I know it's very popular for a lot of our students. Accounting, okay, there's different accounting degrees and finance degrees that you might begin exploring classes in at that Collaboration Campus. Physical therapy assistant, okay, computer science, even more than we offer here at Legend. Some pre-nursing courses, and then some software development pathways as well. Okay, so again, talk to your advisors, reach out, ask questions about those. In terms of registration, we actually don't have the Collaboration Campus information yet. That is coming in the next few weeks. So you would register as if you normally would, and then once that application comes in, you'll be notified, we'll get resources to you, and you can decide to take those classes instead of some classes that you signed up for. Okay, so more to come on the Collaboration Campus.
So as you've heard today, you have a lot of options as a student. Our goal at Legend High School is really to help you guys find your pathway for success and to take classes that you are going to enjoy and engage in your learning. So with that being said, you do need to remember we do not do schedule changes. Your best resource is the academic course guide. Please make sure you are going to the Legend website and you are clicking on that course guide and read it from beginning to end. It has a lot of great information, but even more so, great opportunities for you to explore. With that commitment, there are some other aspects that you need to be aware. In the email that you received, if you are taking any ACC concurrent enrollment or ACC class, there is a concurrent enrollment contract. You are saying that you are committed to that class and you want the college credit for that. This also applies to any advanced placement class. As an advanced placement student, you are required to take the advanced placement test at the end of the year. You are committing to that test. You must sign the contract in that email and return it within a week. So with all that being said, this is an exciting time of year for all of us where you get to choose the classes that you want to explore next year. Talk to your teachers. Talk to your advisors. They are all amazing resources who can tell you more in depth of what each class has to offer and the exciting opportunities that it will give you. We hope you have a good time, and please don't ever hesitate to reach out to your advisor if you have any questions. Thanks.